This ENGWE X24 fat tire electric bike. Just looking at it, you can tell this is not your average bike. It's got kind of a futuristic, rugged vibe. And honestly, it reminds me a little of the electric version of an SUV. When I first got my hands on it, I was both excited and curious. After spending a lot of time testing it on city streets, rough trails, gravel, and even some steep hills, I have a lot to say about what makes this electric bike stand out. Right off the bat, what caught my attention was the size. This thing is big and solid with a striking modern aluminum frame and those signature 24 inches x 4 inches fat tires. If you've never ridden a fat tire bike before, here's what you need to know. These tires are much wider than what you see on regular bikes, so you get tons of stability and excellent grip, especially on loose or uneven ground. That means you can roll over rocks, sand, or snow without losing confidence. From my experience, if you've ever felt nervous about taking a bike off-road, this one makes it easy. As for power, the ENGWE X24 definitely does not disappoint. This bike uses a strong 1000W brushless motor with a peak output up to 200 watts. In simple terms, the watt rating here is what gives the bike its kick and lets you accelerate quickly or climb hills that would be tough on a regular bike. What really surprised me was that even when I hit a steep incline, the bike didn't hesitate. It powered up like it was nothing. The torque is rated at 70 Newton meters, which basically means you get plenty of pulling power, and you really feel that as soon as you take off. Whether you're going to work, exploring a trail, or just out for fun, there's more than enough juice to get you where you want to go fast. Another key feature that immediately set this bike apart from the others I tested is the dual battery setup. Normally, the bikes come with a single battery, so once it runs out, that's it. You're pedaling home under your own power. With the X24, you get two. One's tucked in the frame with 10A and the other in the seat tube with 19.2A. The benefit is simple. Way more range. I was able to get close to 70 miles on a full charge in mixed riding. Sometimes hitting as much as 90 if I took it easy and used the pedal assist mode. For me, not worrying about battery, even on a long adventure, is huge. Speaking of pedal assist, if you're new to a bikes, this is a feature where the motor gives you a boost while you're pedaling. You can change the assist level from the display and pick how much help you want, a gentle push or full-on power. There's also a throttle on the handlebar for those times you just want to cruise without any effort. Personally, I like mixing it up, using pedal assist on longer rides to get some exercise, and then the throttle when my legs start getting tired. Let's talk comfort. Suspension can make or break how a bike feels, especially on bumpy trails or bad roads. The ENGWE X24 doesn't just stop at a front suspension fork. It has a triple system with a central shock and two rear pneumatic arms. At first, I thought this would be overkill or just for looks, but after a weekend of rolling over curbs, potholes, and rocky paths, I'm convinced it is the real deal. I barely felt the bigger bumps, and the tires plus suspension kept the ride very smooth. Adjusting the suspension is easy if you want it tighter or softer, which is great if you do a lot of different riding. On safety, I was glad to see that the X24 comes with hydraulic disc brakes and big 180mm rotors. Basically, hydraulic brakes mean you get better stopping power with less effort. I did some test stops from high speeds, and these brakes really do the job. They stop the bike quickly and safely, and that's important with a bike this heavy and fast. With front and rear lights, plus brake lights under the seat, I always felt visible when riding in low light. Weight was a big concern for me. At about 92 pounds, this isn't a featherweight bike. Lifting into a car or up steps is not exactly fun. However, while riding, the weight actually helps with stability, especially at higher speeds or over uneven terrain. Since it folds, you can technically store it more easily, but you'll need some muscle to do it. If you have to carry your bike up a bunch of stairs every day, keep this in mind. A quick review of the display and controls. It uses an AMOLED display that's bright and easy to read, even under sunlight. It shows your speed, battery, distance, and lets you toggle between modes easily. I love having the ability to fine-tune pedal assist power levels for different situations. And you also get features like cruise control and a walk mode, which helps you push the heavy bike up slopes without breaking your back. For design, I get asked about this bike everywhere I go. The low, chunky profile, big tires, and angular front make it look unique and aggressive. I personally like the utility rack in the back. Great for a bag or groceries. I did wish gave us fenders out of the box, since those wide tires really will kick up water and mud. I also noticed there aren't foot pegs for carrying a passenger, but honestly, the manufacturer doesn't recommend riding with two people anyway. Assembly was something I was a little worried about at first. Most of it comes pre-assembled, but getting to the frame battery and charging both packs takes a bit of learning. Having to fold the bike to access the integrated battery could be annoying, but after a few times, it became a routine. I definitely recommend following ENGWE's instructions or looking up a quick video if you're totally new to a bikes. If you care about how a bike feels, I can say the ENGWE X24 delivers on comfort, power, and confidence. The fat tires soak up bumps and keep you glued to the ground. The triple suspension surprised me with how well it handles both rough city streets and off-road. The brakes give me peace of mind, even when I have to stop quickly on wet pavement. On the downside, the bike is heavy, and managing the dual batteries for charging takes some getting used to. From my experience, I'd recommend this for anyone who wants a tough all-terrain bike for commuting, weekend fun, or exploring everywhere from smooth roads to muddy trails. For new riders, the fat tires and suspension are forgiving and make the ride feel chill. If you're more experienced, you'll love the extra power and range, especially if you usually find standard bikes running out of juice too soon. It's perfect for bigger riders, too. The max weight is around 330 pounds, and the frame size fits anyone from about 56 to 6 feet 4 inches. Having so much adjustability and that huge battery capacity makes it practical for a lot of lifestyles. The color and shape also look cool, so you get a few style points as well. In conclusion, the ENGWE X24 fat tire electric bike feels like a real adventure machine. With its dual batteries, solid motor, comfortable ride, and safety features, it brings a lot to the table. I found a few things I wish could be improved, like the lack of fenders, the weight, and maybe some better cable management, but at this price point and with the performance, I'm honestly impressed. If you're looking for a bike that can really do almost everything and turns heads wherever you park it, this one is worth a look. If you have any questions about the ENGWE X24 or want to share your own experience, drop a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more quick reviews and honest opinions on gear like this. Thank you for watching.